Hello, Finovate. It's great to be here live. Actually, our technology has been demonstrated at prior Finovate events by customers of ours like Coinbase, Knox Payments, Loyal3, and LendUp, and many others. We've actually done quite well in fintech. Got to say, though, two-factor authentication, which is what we do, hasn't done quite as well in fintech. Have you seen the website, twofactorauth.org? Well, Josh Davis and 327 contributors have been tracking the adoption of advanced authentication at sites that need to protect consumer information and transactions. And based on the 500 plus sites that they've reported on, adoption is only 60%. Now, let's drill down into that. Financial, banking, and investment sites actually have only accomplished 36% penetration. Now, let's put that into perspective. That's half the rate of adoption at gaming sites. Now, I don't know about you, but I, for one, would hope that my money gets better protection than my World of Warcraft profile. So, what's it going to take to actually make two-factor authentication a reality for most fintech applications? Well, we're going to need a solution that's easy to use, easy to implement, works everywhere, and recovers gracefully when it fails for the user. So, if we had all of that, could we make it mandatory? Not opt out, not even opt in, but a standard. That's what we're striving for at Authy. Today, we protect over 11,000 applications with 3 flavors of two-factor authentication. We deliver one-time codes by SMS and voice calls. We have a popular application that can also generate a one-time code. And now, today, we're delivering push authentication with Authy One Touch, which we're now going to demonstrate with our customer Bitwage that is delivering a global payroll service to make Bitcoin payments to contractors in 90 countries. So they need to protect the cryptocurrency that they're delivering. They need to provide a reliable payroll service, and they're taking the added step of ensuring that it's trustworthy by making two-factor authentication mandatory. So with that, Dan, John, how about a demo?
All right, thank you, Mark. It's great to be here. So we're going to actually log into the live Bitwage site here where John has enabled our new two-factor authentication solution along with all of his existing solutions. It's really important that he has all of these options available to his users because he has required or mandated two-factor authentication for all of his users. So we have solutions for people that can only get an SMS. We have a traditional token-based access solution. But what we're really excited to show you today is One Touch. When he logged in and it presented the second factor solution, you can see that we have on our iPhone, we have an approve or deny button with some transaction information. Let's go ahead and just approve that. Once that approval is done, we digitally sign that transaction, send it back through a callback, and it automatically logs us back into the site. That's pretty cool, huh? But this is just for login. Authy One Touch is actually really effective at doing all sorts of things. It could be used for a large value transaction. It could be used for a multi-approver system to resolve any kind of situation. Or it could even be that my son is at home trying to get some Smurf berries in his online game, and I'm at work and I get an approve button. What we're going to show you here today is a live actual money transfer on John and I's joint savings account here, which requires 2 approvals before it'll actually progress. Let's go ahead and do that, John. So approval is going to come to both John's phone and my phone. My phone is up on the screen. John, let's go ahead and you approve your transaction. And I'm going to open ours here and approve that. Once both approvals have gone through, the transaction actually completes. That's pretty cool. But now that we've done this, what happens when I'm putting all of this trust into my phone and I lose my phone? First thing I know is I've lost my phone. I know that I've lost my phone, not like the days of the RSA tokens that we'd all like to forget. But the first thing I'm going to do, because Authy supports multiple devices, is I'm going to come over to my iPad. I'm going to bring up the Authy application on my iPad, go into settings, I can see I could change my phone number here, I could change my email address here. Because this device is already authorized, it's okay to do those things from here. But what I really want to show you is I'm going to the devices solution here, where I can find the device that is missing, this one on the right, and I can actually just remove that one device. We can do this because of Authy's unique key system that allows us to individually identify each device. And even though this solution works for tokens and SMS and other solutions, we've actually just shut down all of those channels for that device. And if we can switch back to our main screen here, we're going to show that logging on to the page no longer generates that push notification on the phone that you just saw. But it will come to my iPad, and I'm just going to have you stay on this screen while I go into the iPad and approve the transaction here. And I'll press approve here, and it lets me in. I no longer had to wait for a new phone. I no longer had to call the help desk. I had to do nothing that I couldn't do just on my own, and yet I'm still secure. This is really nice. When I get my new phone, I can actually use my iPad to approve bringing it back in. And I never had to call the Bitwage help desk. I never had to call the help desk for every other vendor that I use two-factor authentication for and prove to them that I'm me and not a social engineering hacker. Thank you. Back to Mark.
Wasn't that cool? Thank you, Dan. So what do we see? Transactions that's as simple as a touch or a swipe to approve. The ability to support multiple devices just like we have in our daily lives. The ability to recover quickly from a lost device, which is likely to occur to all of us. Something that we could potentially implement and make mandatory? I should think so. If you have a fintech app right now that doesn't have mandatory two-factor authentication, come see us at our booth in the exhibitor hall. And if you think Authy is making fintech and financial service applications safer, vote for us. Thank you very much.